Hi, this is a quick tutorial on what the inside of Seesaw looks like once you make your account. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to seesaw.com and you are going to create an account using your teacher email. This is the account where all of your notifications will go, so make sure it's something that you maybe have access to on your phone or however you prefer. Once you do so, this is what the inside of Seesaw is going to look like with your teacher account. You're going to have the name of your classroom in the corner. Mine's Miss Bo's Friends, but the class is called 3-5 Stack. So, on here, you can make notifications or you can send out whole group messages, and you can do that on your journal. And the journal is kind of like the live news feed. The cool thing about the journal is that you can make posts on the journal. Parents can comment on the post, but their comments have to be approved before they're actually posted onto the journal. So you have full control over what everyone in your classroom sees. Um, an example would be a post that I did yesterday, just kind of wishing everybody a terrific Tuesday. And I sent a link for the next day's playlist. This is a system of routine or a system routine that we have like already established. So they know that the night before I'm going to post a playlist for the next day. Right. So in here you can embed links. You can do your little post, and all your parents will see this if you select all of the people in your classroom to see it. The cool thing about this is that if you have parents who perhaps can understand English but cannot read English, a great option is to record all of your messages. It only takes like a couple seconds, and I'll show you that later.
Hello, friends. I hope everyone had a terrific Tuesday. I was happy to see my friends today. Tomorrow, we will meet for our live lesson.
So what I do is I record all of those lessons so that the parents have a chance to listen to them if they want to, but also it allows our friends to listen to these messages because the friends in my classroom are not proficient in reading. So it is, I've gotten feedback that it's a positive experience for them to hear my voice and hear me giving them the notifications because really these announcements are for them. And rather than the parents having to read it out loud, they can hear it in my voice because I'm the one giving them the message, right? So I think that's kind of a fun added bonus that Seesaw has. So here's how it works. You're going to come on here. I already have my friends added, right? So you're going to go in and you're going to add students. This is not the most important part for us here because this is not necessarily being used as a means of communication for the students, but it's more of a means of communication for the parents for our intents and purposes. So still you need to add students. You can go through this process if you want your students to have accounts and access, that's fine. But in light of simplicity, I kind of forego that and I just add students to my classroom, and I have all my students added on there already. So you're going to add students with that button in the corner. We're going to let it load. And the goal here is to add a student. I added this student Bob a second ago as my trial, but then I realized, oh, I should show you guys. Okay, so you're going to come down here and you're going to add a student. So let's just say Andy. All right, add student. And the goal here is for you to exit out of that, add a family to Andy. So you're going to come down here and say add family. And once you click that add family button, it's going to bring you to a page where you can invite families by email or phone number. So you're going to find Andy's name, and then you are going to add a phone number or email contact or both if you feel like the parent might need two notifications. But you could also, well, anyway, so go ahead and add a phone number. Let's see, 407-86. 3243. I added my phone number so that you can see what happens. So you're going to invite families, and we're going to return to the journal. And then I am going to get a notification. I got a text message just now that says, Andy's teacher, 3-5 SAC, has invited you to join Bob's student journal on Seesaw. So they accept that. There's a link in there. They create an account if they haven't already, and then they are added into the journal. So that means that they can set up notifications on their phone to every time you put up a notification on the journal or some kind of announcement on the journal, they receive a notification on their phone. You can also send private messages with the parents on here. So if I were to click on, let me just click on Andy because I just created him. I don't have any messages between him, but if I were to send a private message to Andy, it is seen by his parents, which would be me. at this point. So once I link to it and I say, okay, I want to see Andy's journal, if I send a message to Andy, his parents are going to see the message. It is a message for Andy's parents, and that is a great way to privately communicate. The way I've used this is for any type of logins, like the ULS login. I was able to send that through Seesaw in a private message so that it wasn't public. Usually for Seesaw, I use it for public messages for my live journal. This helps me stay really in contact with parents, like on a daily basis. And here is the agreement that I have with the parents. So I want parents to look at these notifications. And I told them, if you look at the notification, it is going to tell me that you've done so. So you can see right here where it says, seen by Daniel, Kelly, Melissa, like all those people, they have seen it. And I have verification that they have opened and seen that message. So I know that they've seen it, correct? And then I've asked them to like it or heart it if they've completed it. So I can see that Melissa's completed it because she's hearted the notification. And that just, I told them that's not required, but that's just another way to communicate with me without us having to do any excess communication. If you heart this post, I know that you've watched the playlist for today. So that's just another form of communication that we have with each other to make it easy, make everything a little bit easier. But as you can see, I post something every day. I usually post a playlist for the day before and just like a little, hey, how's it going? Miss you guys. Hope everything's well. And I felt like this has worked really well. I have all of my parents except for one, and that's just an access to technology issue. I have all of these parents who are communicating with me actively on Seesaw because it's easy. And I found it's really effective. For my parents who cannot use Seesaw, however, there's this really cool feature on Seesaw where you can share a post. So what you do is you come in here and you say share item, and it's going to give you a shareable link. So you copy that link, you put it in an email, you send it via email, and then that parent can still open up the same Seesaw link that every other parent is seeing with the recording of my voice and with the links and everything. It looks exactly the same, but it's just a live link that they can use if they can't use Seesaw as an app or don't feel comfortable using Seesaw as an app. All right, I'm sure that, well, let me show you this really quick. So I'm sure you want to know how I add these announcements, right? So I come to add and I say post student work. And there I select a note. There's a whole bunch of different options. You can use these as you want. This has been the simplest for me. That's why I use this one. I post a note. It lets me type the note right in there. Blah, 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 wahoo. And then once I'm done, I press the check mark, and that gives me a draft and it allows me to record it. Blah, 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 wahoo. It'll process that recording, check it, blah, 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 wahoo. And if you like it, you press that green check mark and it will post it to your journal. I'm not going to do that because that'd be very confusing for my parents right now. Say what? Well, I'm sure they figure it out. They're smart. All right. So if you can think of any questions, please just email me or contact me. If you have my phone number now because it was in this video. So seriously, contact me. I really love Seesaw. The county that I was in previously, we almost exclusively use Seesaw. They're really passionate about it because it's super easy and most parents have the means to access it. So please reach out to me if you have any questions. Thank you.